ההפרש בין בחינס או מצוות לאחר קבלת מלכות שמיים. Now the difference between the concept of the accepting of the yoke of mitzvos after you accept the yoke of heaven, with the concept of with all of your might, and the concept of drawing down with all your soul, that's also from above to below. So both b'chol me'odecha and b'chol nafshecha are from above to below. Al yedei Torah mitzvos, but b'chol nafshecha is drawn down through Torah mitzvos of b'chinas serus le'ela achre serus l'sata, and so it's an arousal from above after an arousal from below, the b'chol levavcha of with all of your hearts. Anya, the concept is dinipam amru razal. Now our sages said Torah nikres kala, v'Yisrael nikro chason, that the Torah was called the bride and Yisrael is called the groom. Like our sages said, that anybody who studies Torah in front of a simpleton, it's as if you've had intercourse with his bride. And then at that time they said the opposite, that the day of his wedding, that refers to the giving of the Torah. Torah who chasan, that the Torah is the groom, Yisrael hem kala, and Yisrael are the kala. However, shneim emes, both are true. That when a person studies Torah with intention, for personal intention, Hatorah he bechinas mashpia, so the Torah is giving to him. You're taking from the Torah adaita denafshe. V'hanefesh he bechinas mekabelas, and your soul is receiving hashpazu, this flow. Sheyihi elakoach v'oz chulukanal, that it should have strength and so forth from it. So it's found then that the source of this drawing down is from wisdom. That Torah comes from wisdom. And this is the concept of with all your soul. Receiving from the Torah. But the main concept of study of Torah for its sake is for the sake of the Torah itself. Because drawing down from wisdom, so the wisdom itself is like a physical act in comparison to its essence and being may be blessed. And through the study of Torah, its drawing down of the infinite light may be blessed mamash b'chachmei law, into the supernal wisdom. Shi haTorah v'az Yisrael hem bechinas chasan hamashpia. And then Yisrael is the concept of the groom that is giving. And we are the ones that are drawing down the Ein Sof into the Torah. And the strength to draw this down from Atzmus Ein Sof Baruch Hu Davka Yidektimas Kabbalah Sol Malchus Shemaim. This specifically through acceptance of the yoke of heaven in Shema bebechinas b'chol me'odecha, with all your with all your might, bli gvul, without end, shalakach in Kabbalah Sol mitzvos huliyos amshachas u'matzmos Ein Sof b'torah mitzvos. So then the concept of accepting the yoke of mitzvos is to draw this down also into the mitzvos. Bechinas adaita denafshe, to draw down from b'chol me'odecha into b'chol nafshecha. And that's the Kabbalah mitzvos is the concept of adaita denafshe, that you're accepting this onto yourself, into your soul. Mamshich rak Torah mitzvos atzman lamata, to draw down from the Torah mitzvos themselves below. Like it's brought in the Mamar and Kriyashma mitzvos gam kenish beis bechinos. That mitzvahs also, there's two concepts. I know mitzvahs Hashem bechinos mitzvosai. There's the mitzvahs of Hashem and the concept of my mitzvahs. Excuse me. Mitzvah, and this is the concept of that the reward of a mitzvah is a mitzvah. That you have two kinds of mitzvahs of Hashem and mitzvosai, the mitzvahs of bechol nafshecha, and the mitzvahs of bechol meodecha. All piece that you've untired the kushias. Sefer Avodas HaKodesh Vashalah. And according to this, we can now give an answer. We can understand an answer to the question that's brought in the Avodas HaKodesh and Shalah. Mash nizker yitzias mitzrayim b'chol mitzvah. This that we have the going out of Egypt. In each mitzvah, ki ikar tachlis haTorah mitzvah sulatzeis mina amitzarim ugvulim. Because the main concept of Torah mitzvahs is to go out of the boundaries and the confinements. To draw it down from the infinite light that's above vessels, from Bechol Meodecha into Bechol Nafshecha, from Kabbalah Sol Malchus Shemaim into Kabbalah Sol Mitzvos. Asher HaKelim Nechshavim Bechinas Meitzar V'Gvul, that the vessels are considered a boundary, Chulu, and so forth. V'af al pi sha'idei Torah Mitzvos Mamshichim Ohr Lamata B'Kelim, and even though through the Torah Mitzvos you draw down light into vessels, but there's a difference. That if you preface the concept of first having, drawing down the acceptance of the yoke of heaven with all of one's might, then you draw down the infinite revelation of the infinite light below, and that's a concept of drawing down the lights of Tohu into the vessels of Tikkun, the Bechol Meodecha into Bechol Nafshecha. Mash'enkin Bechinas Bechol Nafshecha Mamshich Oros V'Kelim de Tikkun, which is not the case with all of one's soul. You draw down the lights of and the vessels of Tikkun, Shin Oros Muatim Chulu, which are small lights, and so forth. And that's not yet the concept of going out of Mitzrayim. But to draw down the lights of Tohu, which are infinite, below, into the vessels of Tikkun, so that is the concept of going out of Mitzrayim. Therefore it says in all the mitzvahs going out of Mitzrayim, to draw down the light that's beyond the vessels, specifically through prefacing the idea of with all of one's might, to call out to Hashem in your difficulty, that it's all a concept of pain and a confinement and a small light with great contractions and so forth. Then returning up afterwards, after this calling from below, you draw this concept down. And look in Tanya in chapter 50, this concept, and you can understand then there the difference between the concept of returning after this great love, which is drawing down the infinite light into Torah, which is not the case with the concept of returning, of with all of one's soul and so forth. And this is the concept of going out of Mitzrayim on Pesach. And we have a note below. First, the kama kisveyad. But as a Hashem Torah mitzvahs the avas b'chol meodecha, that in Torah mitzvahs it's through a concept of loving with all of one's might, which is not the case with the concept of you do it according to with the intention of one's soul. So that's b'chol nafshecha. So Mitzrayim to Pesach b'ksav yad elefad by imitation osef kitzer. So you have a kitzer. Being Kabbalah soul mitzvahs shelachar meodecha. So you have the difference between the acceptance of the yoke of the mitzvahs after with all of one's might. B'chinas esik Torah mitzvahs b'chol nafshecha, to the way you do Torah mitzvahs only with all of your soul. B'li hakdamas meodecha, without prefacing with all of one's might. Torah mitzvahs and b'chinas eser sfiros tetzilus, because Torah mitzvahs are a concept of the 10 sfiros of atzilus. Orais and mechachma nafkes, that the Torah comes from wisdom, from chachma. Mitzvah and the mitzvah correspond with the 248 limbs, so to speak, of Zah. When one studies according to one's soul, but Adaita Denafshe is still not B'shitchias. That's the point. It's not B'shitchias, it's Adaita Denafshe. It's not only external, but you do it internally. Nonetheless, so you're drawing down from the concept of the 10 spheres, Al HaNefesh, into the soul. But the main concept of drawing down Torah for its sake, Mamshich or Ein Sof b'Chachma, is drawing down Ein Sof into Chachma and not from Chachma, like Adaita Denafshe. So too with the concept of mitzvahs, to draw down from the concept of mitzvosai. So you have mitzvos Hashem and mitzvosai. So too the concept of mitzvos is to draw down from my mitzvos. And that's specifically through the preface of with all of one's might and so forth. And that's the main concept of going out of Mitzrayim, that has to do with all the mitzvahs that you're trying to draw down the lights of Tohu into the vessels of Tikkun.